茨の森の眠り姫。千年夢見て眠る姫。ずっとずっと夢見てる。悪夢がうつつとなる日まで。勇者が悪夢。
Hi guys, this is C&NOnline back for another gaming review. This time we're reviewing Namco Bandai's remake of Tales of Hearts on the PS Vita, Tales of Hearts R. So let's get stuck in. The main character, Core Meteor, is living in a small village by the sea and trains with his grandfather in the way of the sword. With Core's growing skill, his grandfather gives him a weapon known as a Soma. While training, Core meets Gahaku Heart, who is looking for a Soma weapon, along with her brother, Hisui. During their search, they come across a witch, which puts a spell on her. In an attempt to get rid of the spell, Core connects to her Spiria, but accidentally shatters her Spiria core, which is the source of all of her emotions. Core then must go on a journey to find all of Gahaku Spiria's pieces and make them whole again.
With Tales of Hearts R being the remake for the PS Vita, there are quite a lot of differences between the old one and the new one. For example, the Vita remake plays out in full 3D environments and fully rendered 3D character models. Also, Mystic Arts have come back from the original version on the DS, though with the new version they have added a few new ones to add more to the gameplay. The game plays out in pretty much two main ways. You have the overworld and the battle areas. The overworld, which is also known as the field area, is a 3D landscape on which you, the player, runs around to new places and explores the world of Organica. And the other is basically only playable when in combat. The battle area appears when you encounter enemies in the field area or when you are forced into a fight after a cutscene. This is where the player uses the combat mechanics to fight off the various enemies and progress through the game. After finishing fighting, the players will get experience that helps level up the characters and also strengthens the bonds in the party.
This game uses a redesigned battle system called the Aerial Chase Linear Motion Battle. Bit of a mouthful, but you know. The chase link allows the player to follow an enemy into the air to carry out wild combos, to then be able to finish them off in cool ways. You also get the select allied party members to help add to the combo and also perform cool combo finishes with both characters. This adds awesome visuals during fighting and is a really nice mechanic. The only problem we found with this is sometimes some enemies were quick and easy to kill, so sometimes you missed out on the whole aerial fight, but when it did happen, they were really cool and fluid. Another thing we did pick up on to do with enemy difficulty was that if you played it on easy, the game was just a walkthrough, and sometimes it felt as if you were just walking through the game with no challenge. Though if you put the game to medium difficulty, all of a sudden you found yourself struggling in fights and dying loads. It might be that we're just bad at the game, or don't really have enough JRPG experience, but we felt like there was a big jump between difficulties, but that might just be us.
When walking around the field area, you can come across random chests that contain health potions or magic potions. This helps you during the game. Sometimes though you can get other items, like ingredients for cooking recipes, that give you health and magic back. If you cook the correct food and have the ingredients, of course.
Characters will level up in-game when fighting enemies that you come across in the field area. Each character will have their own special weapons as well with performing different moves. When you level them up using Soma build points, or SBP for short, their weapons can evolve and unlock new abilities to use in combat. They've also added to the combat Union Arts, which is special, which can only be used between certain pairings of characters, which is pretty cool because it adds more diversity into the combat.
You can also change the character who you are playing as at any time during the game, like in the other Tales of series games. This is really simple. All you really have to do is go into the menu and change your team around, and then set the character that you want to play as the team leader, and bish bosh, there you go. You will become the character in the field area and also the battle zones too. So if you ever get bored as playing as one of the characters, you can easily change it around a bit to make it more fun. This allows for more variety in the game and is a lot more fun because you don't have to just play as the main guy in the story, but any one of the party members that you come across along the way.
Because Tales of Hearts R is the Vita remake of the DS game, it becomes a new experience for players because it featured full voice acting for the main storyline. It involves new playable characters and 3D graphics. And on top of this, they also added over 10 new anime style cutscenes in, which make this version of the game a lot more enjoyable and graphically better to play through. It's nice seeing the characters in full 3D as well as the environment that you play in being 3D too. The only problem people might have with the voice acting is it's in Japanese, and you have to read the subtitles, with no option to change to English. As a whole, we didn't find that a problem, and if anything, it felt like the Japanese voice acting was a great addition to the game.
Now on to the positives and negatives. Positives: graphically looks better, enjoyable gameplay and immersive story, hours of fun, and love the voice acting and cutscenes. The negatives: sometimes get lost in the field area, and big jump from easy to medium in terms of difficulty with the enemies.
If you've never played any of the Tales of games before and own a PS Vita, we would definitely say this is a must get. Even if you played the original, it feels like Namco have added enough into the remake to make it worth buying and playing again. With the 3D environments and characters, voice acting and new anime cutscenes, it adds more to the game, which makes you want to pick it up and enjoy playing it for the first time or all over again. We would definitely say as well that if you own a PS Vita, this is one of the must-get games of the season. It lives up to the Tales of series with a great story and amazing character roster. For these reasons, we give Tales of Hearts R a CNN score of 5 out of 5.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video. This is C&NOnline signing off.
かけ、こいつが例のヤバいやつなんだな。
魔導士インカローズ、彼女がそう言ってる。
見つけた。見つけたぞ。琥珀、お前俺が泳げねえの知ってるよな。
大丈夫、私も高いとこ苦手だから。おあいこだよ。
逃げても無駄だ。お前の思念は完全に捉えた。あれから2000年、今度こそ使命を。